Morning, welcome back to the channel. It's been a couple of weeks because this thing's been in for a service, and I thought it was a good time, since I've had it for 18 months, just to go through how it's going and the problems I found by taking it in the service and the problems they've found on the bike, what I've had to get replaced with only 18 months riding on it. First of all, I just want to start with Mapdeck Cycle in Kendal are the guys who serviced it for me, and they're absolutely brilliant. They specialise in just repairing and servicing and building bikes, so I'd highly recommend them guys. They've done a brilliant job, and I'll put the link down. They've got a brilliant YouTube channel as well, like that as well, because that's really good if you know watching them finding faults on bikes and repairing them and stuff like that. So the links are down there, have a look at them before I start. Right, so I'm 16 miles in on a ride. I wanted to do a bit of mileage first, just to see, you know, how it's running, how it's going, and it's singing like a dream. The free hub on the back now, it's like a dream sound, you know, like that nice sound you can hear. And you know, the whole bike's, the brakes have been redone, new cables on the gearing, everything. And it's, you know, it's like a brand new bike basically. It feels like a brand new bike. So what's happened on the maintenance issues? Well, on my last ride, if you watched it, Troffa Bowland, I had problems with, I had squealing from the free hub, and I had a grinding sound from the fork bearings, and so I took it straight into Mapdeck and wanted to get, so there was stiffness on the steering. It wasn't very good when I was coming down the Troffa Bowland, because I felt like I didn't have free movement on the steering, so I thought it was time I should go and get it serviced. Well overdue if I've had it for 18 months. Anyways, so what they found is the bearings were shot. They were absolute pitted. I'll try and put some pictures on of what they look like, and over here, and the free hub, he showed me it. Oh, I can't believe how bad it looked just after 18 months of cycling. So he had to replace that as well. Now, the pricing, it was around £20 for the bearings, and the free hub, it's an X35 free hub, was $69.99. Now what they found is the prices varies on the servicing. They start at £65 and then go up if you want it fully stripped. And I paid £169 to get it fully stripped, cleaned, and the problem being is they had to take the whole cables out to get to the bearings on the front. So these bikes do look nice with all the wires all tucked in and all that, but they're an absolute nightmare to service. So that's one big negative if you want to try and service it yourself, because you're going to have to take the whole hydraulic system out just to get the fork free and off and change the bearings. So that's why they said just get the £169 fully stripped, because it's going to be that in labour charges anyways, just to get all that off to get to the bearings. So I was a bit frustrated with that, because I thought 18 months, I was hoping that the bearings might last a bit longer and the free up might last a bit longer. Some of it's probably my own fault because I haven't been servicing them. You can just take the handlebars up a few inches to get to the bearings and clean them, which I'll start doing, probably not as much in the summer, but in the winter months I'll probably try and do it like once a month. And the free hub, I degrease my chain every single time I have different rides onto the cassette, and I've been told off you guys, some of you guys, and obviously the guys at Mapdeck, that I shouldn't be spraying it all on the cassette, and they've said use a toothbrush and clean the chain that way, put it on the toothbrush and clean it that way. So that was some of the problems I found by seeing them guys and getting some advice, but it's all brilliant now and it's working like a dream. I still highly recommend getting the bike. They did a service on the e-bike system and all. I think that was £40, but it's well worth it. I haven't got a clue what they've done, but I tell you what, I've just put it on level 3 going up a big hill, and I know I'm a lot fitter, but you could just tell the difference. I don't know if there was bugs on it or whatever, but they've cleared it off, but it went up. Oh, it was absolute amazing just to fly up the hill on that level 3 assist, and yeah, it's working like an absolute dream. The system itself, X35 system, I reckon it's one of the best on the market. I really do. The battery on it works, you know, if you can do 500 charges and still get 90% of the capacity, I mean, what's not to like? The battery's still running like a dream, the motor's still running like a dream, and it's fully serviced now, and I'm ready for the summer tours I've got in planned. I've got some big climbs coming up in the Lake District, some big climbs coming up in the Dales, and hopefully a trip to the Peak District as well. And I might just fit in Scotland if I can, but yeah. So I've done plenty of reviews on the bikes, just take a look at them if you want a full in-depth thing. I just wanted to go through what I found from the last 18 months and what problems I've had since I've just put it in for a service. It's not too bad, is it, if it's only them two things? I know it's a lot of money, but hopefully it'll last me a bit longer now. I know how to maintain it a bit better. And if you've got any questions or anything else I can help with, put it in the comments and I'll try and do. And obviously I'll put in a bit of me ride now and where I've got now. So enjoy that, and I'll see you in the next one.